Okay, so now guys, uh, I'm continue on the video tune up, and here I am down here showing you guys what I've done so far. Uh, so I took out the shoe right here. Um, I'm gonna basically show you guys exactly what I've done and what I'm doing here is so when I take out the shoe here, you can see better here at this part that I was talking about. The um, place where the oil leaks was between the oil pan gasket and the oil pump. Oil leak was like right here, but we don't know yet if it's really from right there. It could be from the crankshaft position sensor that I told you guys before. It's up here. That's leaking down to the oil filter and leaks over here to the oil pump and the oil pan gasket. So we don't know yet. But now I have I've sprayed some brake part cleaner first. So I took some brake part cleaners right here. Basically, I take the brake part cleaner and spray around this area. I spray around this area wherever I see the oil leaks or the oil, like especially around the oil filter, around this area right here. Um, and then, of course, spray some over here too. And of course, I spray some over there by the oil pressure sensor, and around right here where all the oil is at. Um, so after I spray the brake part cleaners, I went ahead and oh yeah, remember to tighten down the crankshaft sensor. I kind of screwed the bolt in and tighten it down all the way in there, so when I do any air blow, dirt won't fall into the gaps in the sensor. So just tighten that in for now. When I do this job, I tighten that in. I spray brake part cleaner around this area, and I went ahead and um, put in my um, 1 second, guys. Uh, put in my air compressor air gun here. Okay, you hear that? My air compressor, and just spray just blow, air gun blow all this area, around this area where all the oil was contaminated, where all the oil was at, leaking and all. Make sure the oil filter is tight. Don't lose it yet, okay? So after I like air blow all this area, of course I air blow um, the uh, the oil pressure sensor too. So now it's kind of clean. See that? Um, and then around this area too, because there's some oil around this area right there. And now it's basically clean. Um, I went ahead. Next thing is turn this off. Next thing is I took the let's see, where is it? I took some napkins right there. Put some denatured alcohol right there. Put some alcohol into this napkin, and basically I just wipe around this area right here where the oil was at, especially this area right here around the oil filter. So all the oil will be, there's no more oil, and it will be clean with the alcohol around this area right there. At this point, the oil filter is still on, okay? Um, and cleaning around this area too, really, really good. So I don't see any more oil leaks now. Make sure to clean around the bolts too, behind the oil pan, like under the oil pan and all that. Like under here, that's gonna be oil all around there, and in the middle of the oil pan gasket and the block. Okay, so I mean, after I clean it, I still see some, like oil is still, trying to come out or something. But there's no more oil in the engine. There is no more oil in the engine, And I don't know, it could be, it seems like, you know, the oil pan gasket is leaking, but never know yet. I'm not trying to do that yet until I do this first. um, so basically, uh, take the napkin with alcohol and clean around this area, and then take down this I mean, you can't really clean around inside this area good until you take out the oil filter here. So I took it out. Let me twist it out and you guys can see better. I took it out and cleaned around this area right here. Put the oil filter down here first. Um, this area right here under there, clean it with alcohol good too, like around that area. And I clean the surface too. But don't clean right here yet because it needs oil. Um, so I basically clean around this area under here really good under the oil pan. So I see no more oil, and then I went ahead and you know, just turn back on the oil filter so dirt won't fall in whenever I'm doing the work. So after I clean, turn the oil filter back on, put it back on, and don't need to tighten it because I don't need to lose it out later, because this is the old oil filter. Okay, I haven't changed a new oil filter yet until I'm completely done. So now I'm basically done with the cleaning. I can go ahead and take out this crankshaft position sensor, take the bolt out, use the socket to take it out. I just happened to lose it because I'm making this video so I can show you guys here. So basically, just take this out, and I just found a way to clean it and put RTV in it. So I would clean the bolt too. Okay, I don't know if you guys can put like a medium Loctite, blue medium Loctite on it when you install it. That's fine, I guess. I'm probably gonna clean the thread up and clean up real good, or change to a new bolt if you can, and then torque it back on when you install it. So I just took out the bolt, and I'm gonna take out the sensor. Well, first of all, I need to tell you guys about cleaning, um, cleaning these, uh, cleaning this connector. I spray this connector with the, well, I don't have it down here. Actually, I can just go ahead and come out here. Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay. Um, okay, forgot about this. You guys need to clean the connector here. Only spray um, QD electronic cleaner, okay? Spray this onto this connector right here. So after I spray this on, I forgot to mention you guys, this is the first thing you do. Spray this first before you even air blow dry or clean with alcohol. Okay, this is the very first thing. Spray it on, and I spray some on the oil pressure sensor too. You guys don't know, but I sprayed it on there too. And guys, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna um, change the oil pressure sensor yet. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. So basically, I'm just gonna leave it there until the engine, you know, start up again. And if the leaks still happen, because I think the leaks still gonna happen, then within a month or so, if it's not so bad, I'm gonna leave it within a month, and then I'm gonna change it to another new oil pressure sensor. Yep, that's right, guys. Um, I see a little bit of oil contaminate on like where the head gasket was at. See that? A little bit from the block to the head gasket and the cylinder head. It's not bad. I mean, I guess it's normal, um, because you know that spot is really hot and oil contaminate around there. So that's kind of normal to me. It's not normal for a lot of engine or the rest of you guys, you know, think that's not okay. But this is how this 420A block was built it. You know, on that side is kind of it needs the head bolt need to cut down shorter to tighten it real good. So basically, I'm gonna have to do that like another review sometime like next year or something, um, or a few years. I don't know yet, but I didn't did all right because I didn't shave the head bolt. Like, you know, some people were saying, you know, you shave the head bolts on the driver's side because, you know, that's where the leaks, the head gasket leaks start because the way they designed the engine. Um, but some engine, you know, like some engine is not defective like that. It's okay. Some engine it just happens because I don't know. It's just 420A. Some engine, not all engines like that. Okay. So basically, spray that on the connector and then use the air blow gun here, okay, and blow it dry, and then spray some brake part cleaners. You can spray some brake part cleanser after that. I didn't really use that, and then I use alcohol to wipe this area real clean. And the last thing I would do is use alcohol to wipe this when I take out this crankshaft position sensor. I'm gonna wipe this area right here, all around this area with alcohol. Okay, wipe this area right here, around the hole with alcohol. Don't go all the way inside though. And then here I'll show you this crankshaft position sensor. Um, Yesterday I showed you guys the O-ring. Actually, the O-ring wasn't on, so okay. Let me see if you guys can see it now. Okay, the O-ring wasn't on. The O-ring was actually on here this whole time. I had it on this. I was looking for it yesterday at Low and Walmart, but you know, nowhere have this. This is the O-ring that goes on here. Okay, where is it? O-ring gonna be right here. Let me see if it's focused now. The O-ring gonna be installed right here. Okay, that's where it's at. And this is actually the oil resistant O-ring. You can find this online on eBay, which I saw a bunch of them selling, but I don't necessarily need it yet. So so I'm just gonna reuse this. It's not cracking or anything like that. So I'm just gonna reuse this. So it's not hard, it's still soft, it's not cracking. Just clean it up good. And what I'm gonna do is clean around this whole area on the sensor, and I'm gonna uh, well, spray that QD electric cleaner. Spray on this connector right here because there's a lot of oil in there. Just spray it good, and then I'll use some of this here ultra ultra copper RTV. It's sensor safe and it's high temp. Use this. Okay, I'm gonna open this out and go ahead and put some of those, put some of these ultra copper RTV on just around this area right here. Okay, I'm pointing out where I'm gonna put it so you gotta know, and I'm gonna make a video after I put it. Okay, um, so basically just put around this area right here. Let's see, right here, started from right here all around here. Okay, don't go over this O-ring right here. Don't go over here. Put RTV behind here. Like this is the right gap right here where it meets the block. Just around right here. Okay. And I mean, I could put some around here too. There's a big gap right here. I'll probably put some right here because they invent this gap to cutting with the block. So you see it when I put it on. So just put some RTV there, the ultra copper RTV, and put a thin layer And then, don't forget to put in the O-ring now. Put the O-ring in too. And then just snug it back on, tight it back on, torque it back on, right? Maybe like 3 foot-pound torch on the bolts. And basically I'm done on that job. And then I can go ahead and change the new oil filter and put in the new oil. And well, before I do that, I want to go ahead and put my exhaust system back on. Put my downpipe onto the Cadillac converter. What's my downpipe? Right there. Connect my downpipes onto the Cadillac converter and connect up to my header. At this point, I don't need to install any gasket yet. Okay, I'm gonna test the engine. I'm gonna test the engine after I install this and put new oil in. See if the leaks is still there. If it's still there, at least I didn't put the gasket on the exhaust yet. I can just I'm not gonna tighten the exhaust bolts. Just kind of tighten it in a little bit, but not all the way, so I can easily take it back out if the leaks start again. But I'm basically gonna have to mount the exhaust system up, so I can mount the down pipe onto the header. So that's kind of like a challenge. That's gonna be a lot of work and heavy works too. Just kind of, don't tighten it all up. Just tighten the two downpipe bolt, but don't tighten it all up. So I'm going to change new oil filter, um, and then connection back on. This connection back on to the crankshaft position sensor, and pretty much done there. But that's basically it, guys. So I'm gonna shoot the next video, whatever I'm doing next, like putting RTV on the sensor and then install it back on, and then get started, install the downpipe onto the cat muffler. Okay, I don't necessarily need to connect the back muffler. I don't think I would need to, so just leave it like that. I'm just gonna leave it like this and start up the car. No, I'm gonna put it up too, but just loosen it, not tighten it. Okay, so all right guys, that's it for now. See you in my next video. Work safe, guys. Always wear your safety glass when blow air dry down there, because a lot of dirt and oil gonna flies out. Okay, and use the light. I use this light right there to really look and inspect all the way in there. See right here, this is the part where I see a lot of oil was leaking, and it could be from inside the timing belt. I don't know yet. It could be the front main seal. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't think it's the oil pump. So see, around that area there is some oil contaminated there. There's some oil that's going on. It looks like it's from the front the front seal, where the crank pulley was installed. um, if that happens, then it's gonna be I don't know, I'm gonna have to redo the engine soon, but let's hope not. So that's it, guys. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.